Welcome back to Tell Me Toon World. Today we're in San Francisco. We're in the Presidio and we're checking out the Walt Disney Family Museum. This museum is really cool. It has a lot about Walt Disney and his journey and how he became who he was. I also want to see the store. Let's see what kind of merchandise they have here. It's a nice cold day in San Francisco. Here we have the history of the beginning. Wow, Maria Swan Disney. Great Grandma Maria Swan Disney. How cool is that? Disney is actually a French name. And here are all the family members. They also have a fiddle from one of the family members, Elias Disney. Here's a picture of Elias and his wife, Flora. Here is Walt by an ambulance that he drove in France. There's Walt Disney. This camera is from 1922. So you have to go in the elevator to the rest of the museum. Coming out of the elevator is Hollywood Land. Welcome to Hollywood, Walt. The Disney brothers had a contract. Started out in 1924. You know, I really like these old school cameras. Here we have the animation of Steamboat Willie, and it goes forever. Here are the early drawings of Oswald. Whoa. Oswald was before Mickey Mouse. Rough animation sketch, 1927. The birth of Mickey Mouse. First sketches of Mickey Mouse are located here. Here is a wall of the earliest known Mickey Mouse merchandise. Looks like Goofy started out as Dippy the Goof. 1940s. Good introduction. Looks like Pluto came around in 1930. There's a sequence called The Playful Pluto. Here we have the Snow White and Seven Dwarfs. Looks like they came about in the 1930s. Snow White and Seven Dwarfs was the first feature film that Walt picked.
follows the warning. It was prophesied that nobody would sit through a cartoon an hour and a half long.
Looks like Walt moved to Burbank after working in the Hyperion studio for so long. He moved over there in 1940. Looks like there was delays in Bambi's production, so they moved on and went full with Pinocchio. Wow, look at that. How cool, from the 1940s.
I have a strike that's number 4. Don't believe it belongs to you or not. These powerful combat planes will destroy enemy air power completely. Not only in the sky, but on the ground at its source.
How cool is this shot, huh? Siamese twins. In the 1950s, Walt developed an idea for a series of miniature diagrams. Look at these miniature dioramas. He called the project Disneylandia. This was the first initial being of Disneyland in the 1950s. He created miniature set pieces and projects and called it Disneylandia. Here's more of the miniature set pieces. Here we go. This is my favorite section. How cool is this? Now we could talk about Disneyland. 1953 Disneyland proposal. Walt in 1954 with the Disneyland art concept. Wow, here's an original map of the Disneyland park. This castle was designed for Walt Disney himself by Marvin Davis, 1953. This is the original model of the Fantasy Castle. Opening day of Disneyland was July 17th, 1955. He referred to it as Black Sunday because it was plagued with problems. Here we have Walt Disney in front of the construction. The miniature model of Disneyland. So here we have the entrance to Disneyland, and you would walk down Main Street. We have the castle right there. Looks a lot different than it does today, huh? Looks like Tomorrowland was the first land created. The Sleeping Beauty Castle is Fantasyland. Then we have Frontierland, Adventureland. This is basically the pioneer of Disney theme parks. Here's is It's a Small World. Check out Haunted Mansion. How cool is that? Wow, look at that shot right there. All right, here we are at the main street. And you would come into the Sleeping Beauty Castle, going towards the carousel. And then you see Matterhorn. And here we have Space Mountain. How cool is Space Mountain over here, huh? And in the back over there is It's a Small World. Then you would come over here. That's Tom Sawyer Island. Look at the Haunted Mansion. How cool. Here we have one of the first Autopia cars. Every time I ride that ride, it smells like gasoline. But you know what? It's one of the oldest rides there. Keep it going. Nothing gives off a better feeling than Main Street at Disneyland right when you get there. Old school Disneyland merchandise, that's what I'm talking about. Look at those Mickey ears. For all you collectors out there. Do you have these? We're coming up on Disney Olympics. We have the Disneyland torch. Wow. Looks like it happened in 1960. Winter Olympics, Squaw Valley.
Buenos dias, everyone. We audio animatronics characters are always ready to get on with the show. That is what we're made to do. Why, there's audio animatronic pirates, ghosts, elephants, and space aliens. Not to mention tiki birds. Audio animatronics isn't just something that's fun to say. It is an amazing entertainment technology dreamed up by Walt Disney himself. Take a look.
They say a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush, but this little fellow here is worth a fortune, because we poured a fortune into creating him. The first problem was to make a move. Come on, Presto, move. Good. Come on, show off. Rear back and show off your chest. That's proud. Cost a heck of a lot of money, so you should live up to it. Well, actually, it wasn't as simple as that. Just as we had to learn to make our animated cartoons talk, we had to find a way to make these characters talk too. Now, to accomplish this, we created a new type of animation. So new that we had to invent a new name for it.
Audio animatronics?
Right, audio animatronic. Now, these are not working from tape. These are manually controlled. This little gizmo here, kind of like a joystick on the old type airplanes, is what gives us a chance to program the bird. And as we work this and get all the little movements that we want in the bird out, we record it on the tape. And from then on, the tape will do everything that we've done here. Sit down, we'll have a little go at this thing.
Pretty amazing, huh? How about trying it for yourself? This programming joystick is just like the ones used to program the very first audio animatronics characters. You can use it to program my movements. First, try to make my head nod. Good. Now, rock my body forward. Now we're moving. Can you make my chest puff? That's a breath of fresh air.
Abraham Lincoln section. The great moments of Mr. Lincoln. Sad day for Mickey. He left behind a lot of magic.
But it wasn't a sense of doom because he really had built such a strong team. And the team understood his magic, and the team had the dream. And I don't think anyone was going to disappoint him.
One of my favorite characters ever. Cats and Dogs Expedition. $2, not bad. They got a lot of books you could get. So check out the shirts. $32.95. 1928. Oh, the hat. I definitely like the hat. $29.95. This is going crazy, the Walt Disney Family Museum. Should get the gray or the red. The gray's going crazy. Wow, look at the vest. Pretty good for the vest. $59.95 on the vest. Carhartt. It's like they embroider it since 1928. That is really cool. The Jungle Book. Some pins. Jungle Book pin, $14.95. Wow, check that one out. Poster art of Disney parks. $40 for the book. You want to get some plushes. Oh wow, these are very expensive. $299 for that one. $325. Yeah, these are something that you could collect. Oh wow, look at that. Aristocrats. Aristocats. Look how cool. The Haunted Mansion. You could get all these paints and colored pencils. Very expensive perfume candle. Some more shirts over here. $20.95. Ink and paint department. Wow, that's cool. More of the Aristocats. $40 for the Aristocats. Oh, that's cool. You get some cookie jars for $55. I like the zip-up hoodie. It's kind of fun to do the impossible. Why do we have to grow up? That's the best line I've ever heard from Walt Disney. Yeah, I like these art shirts. $31.95. Get adult sizes. Oh, I like these shirts. The Walt Disney Family Museum one. Wow, $29.95. All right, the name of the train, Lilybell. You could get that on a shirt. $24.95. So all the train merch. Wow, look how cool that is, the model trains. 1934. Wow. Got some mugs. Nice book. Yeah, I like this bag. I might grab the tote. Everybody remember these Gold Spine books? I had tons of them. Sword in the Stone, definitely my favorite. Wow, it's a small world. How cool is that? $5.99. San Francisco, this is cool. Huh. Oh wow, look at this. Maps of Disney parks. Oh, that mug is going crazy. I like that one. Old school Minnie Mouse and Mickey Mouse. These are really cool. The retro collection. 36. That's not bad being 36. I really do like these. Wow. I have to grab one of those too. We have more shirts listing off the original Disneyland adult ticket. Okay, they have the throw blanket for $75. This is pretty nice. Nice and thick and heavy. This is the front of the building, $31.95. Get that in a hoodie too. Wow, you could get a cap and the gray. These are cool. How much? $29.95. Oh, more pins. Walt Disney Studios World War II. Wow. 13. This is cool. I have to get this. 28. They have the pin of Donald Duck. I like the World War II stuff. Like a lot. Cool postcard. You know, Disney and their pins, they have the best pins out. Wow, look at the train. I really do like the Jungle Book the best. These are cool. These are charms. Dumbo charm. Let's see, $6.95. I really do like these 1928 ones. Ink and paint department. Of course, they got candy. Oh wow, Hammond's candy looks pretty good. $4. The bell, 25. This is neat. That wraps it up here at the Walt Disney Family Museum. They had a lot of interesting facts, a lot of stuff to look at. My favorite part is definitely the theme parks when Walt was creating Disneyland. All right, everybody, thank you for tuning in. I have a lot of other Disneyland videos. Please check those out. Till next time.